Esiva, this is LaserBolt and welcome to today's video, guys. Today I want to share with you guys the ultimate guide on how to be able to complete the new special operations called Cocodrilo. Now, for the gear set, I'm going to reference you guys to my video where I have the gear set. I'm going to be running the same parkour gear set for this particular mission because the main concept here is you want to get there as fast as you can. In addition to that, I'm also going to show you guys where the hidden chest is at, where the hidden keys at, and where you can get the dead drop loot location as well. That's going to be almost towards the end of the video because I want to show you guys the run so you guys can get a better idea of how to do this. So basically, you want to make sure you have the parkour set and actually keep the park set throughout the whole mission here, which is really effective. Now, the main thing you want to do here is you want to use your machete when you approach these certain enemies. You want to make sure you stay onto the left-hand side because that is the least amount of enemies that are on foot. So you won't get, you won't get detected, so you'll be able to move up fast as quickly as you can. The only thing I really didn't like about this particular map from the other one is that it's a long run that you have to do to actually get to the location of where you have to go. But once you're at that location, it becomes pretty short once you get the hang of it. So basically, guys, you want to make sure kill everybody with the machete. You can use a gun, but the problem with the gun is, especially if you're running the parkour set, you're going to be slowed down just a tad bit. And remember, when you guys are doing melee kills, you're going to want to make sure you chain your melee kills so that way you can easily go ahead and kill multiple enemies at once and get it done that way. Now, what we want to do is, guys, like I said, you want to stay to the right. And our main objective here, guys, is try to get to the middle of the road because there are a lot of different little roads that you could take throughout this game or throughout this particular mission. You want to make sure you just veer yourself to the left. It's the shortcut to actually get to the middle of the road as opposed to just going straight down the line. Now, another thing I want to recommend here, guys, is make sure that you guys are going to be doing this as quickly as you possibly can due to the fact that once you shoot someone, there are enemies that kind of overwhelm you. Not so much the enemies, but the crocodiles tend to be a little bit annoying. So you want to make sure you're as stealthy as you possibly can. So as you see right here, guys, we already made it to the location where we need to go. Now, in this particular location, as soon as you get to the bridge, I like to jump down because this is the easier path to actually kill the main boss that you have to kill here and steal the card from. What I'd like to do is I like to launch my grenades that, like the little sonar grenades that detect where the enemies are at. That way I know exactly where he's at and we should be good to go. Now, what I do with my gun here is I like to take off the camera and I also like to take off the alarm to not make noise. Because that way I don't alert the rest of the enemies and I'll be able to get it done really quickly. I'll shoot that guy and then I make sure I kill him, Rocco, as quickly as you possibly can, and of course the alligator. Now, if for some reason you did this smoothly and you still get detected, because there'll still be a possibility that you get detected because that sniper up there is a pain in the butt right there, that dude right there, the one that's on the little perch. If you are still get detected, don't worry about it because it's really easy after this. All you gotta do is walk into this room and make sure you activate the PG, and once you activate the PG, you just gotta chill, relax, and tone it down. What I like to do here is, if I did get alert to the enemies, which I did in this particular run, is I always like to look over the ledge, and I like to clear the left-hand side as fast as I can to make sure I'm not getting shot when I'm running, because it's almost gonna be a beeline straight from here all the way back to the place where we have to go. Now remember, you're definitely gonna want to watch the end of the video so you guys know where the keys at, the chest is at, and the how do you call it, the dead loot box chest is at, because you're gonna have to pick those up. One thing I want to recommend, you guys are trying to get the hidden chest, you're gonna want to make sure you know where that location is at, because unfortunately the key is within the area that you actually trigger the event from happening. And what that's going to happen is once you pick up the key, you're not going to be able to get out of that area because it's then going to cancel the mission. So you want to do pick up the PG, pick up the key, and then go to the chest. Okay, so that's the main concept you're going to do. So as you're right here, guys, I am running back, and this pathway that I'm taking, which is staying on the left-hand side, this is the same pathway you're going to be taking to get the hidden chest and get the hidden key, and also get the dead drop. So really easy, really fast. Fortunately, guys, I didn't, with this particular run, I didn't do it where I got all those items because I got the items first. I wanted to make sure I knew where they're at before, we did anything, so you guys don't have to waste your time. So what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to go straight on forward, staying close to the left-hand side, and you actually want to guide yourself because you could probably get lost a little bit here. You want to guide yourselves by the little, like big tanks or windmills that are here in the vicinity. And another key that I want to give you guys is when you see blue barrels, you want to go ahead and shoot those blue barrels, because those blue barrels will make water come out of them, and you don't have to hold down or press the X button on them to be able to activate the water. As you see, I did that blue barrel is throwing water, And since it's throwing water, I actually don't have to go and run to the mechanics here and use the water to actually cool it down like I'm showing right there. So really important, shoot the barrels. Now, the thing is you want to keep in mind is three things. Number one is the barrels will run out of water, so there's going to come a point where there's no water going to be coming out of the barrels. Number two is you want to make sure you keep a closed option in the sense of knowing how the PG works, of knowing the countdown and also knowing when it's cooled down. Remember, when it's cooled down, it'll do 2 beeps. It'll go beep beep. And when it's almost about to blow up, you'll start making a countdown in Spanish, going like 8, 7, 9, no, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you know, before it blows up. So if you understand those cues, it should be pretty smooth sailing from there. So after we hit that water supply, we're going to try to hit one more water supply. And once we hit that water supply, we should be good to go. Just want to make sure we keep an eye on this sniper that's right here. Take that sniper out. And I believe there's one more enemy here on the roadway that we're going to want to take out right here as quickly as we possibly can. Take him out. And then what we do is we go down here, we slide on down, and there's going to be a blue barrel right in front of us. We shoot it, and we're going to be able to draw water off of it and just cool that thing down. Now remember, the most annoying thing about this run, of course, are the alligators, because they just seem to spawn out of nowhere. So you want to make sure you get rid of the alligators as quickly as you possibly can. If you're trying to figure out what weapons I'm running or what I'm using, you're going to want to make sure we check my solo build video, because I explained there what weapons you should use to run these. The only thing I kind of changed from that is just pretty much I'm running the Vector as opposed to the MP7. And I didn't change the gear when I got to the end. I didn't feel like I needed it because this is going to be on easy mode. But I believe once it's on hard mode, I'll probably be making the gear change depending on the difficulty that we have. Now, once you get to this green wall, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through the wall and work your way across. You're only going to be bumping into, I think there's a total of 3 to 4 enemies at this location. So what you want to do is take them out, and you probably could ignore the other 2 because it's just an easy route upstairs, straight beeline to the top without a problem. Now, if you're playing this on the regular standard mode, you only have to deal with 1 chopper. So that's where I use my bow. The only thing different here from the other ones, we're going to get people on horses. What you want to do for that particular option is just make sure you just kind of stay at this area where I'm at. You saw I shot the barrel. I have the water pouring down. That means my device, my PG, is getting cooled. And you're going to have a sniper back there by the lighthouse. And that's all we got to do is make sure we take these guys out that are on their horses. Take those out, guys, as quickly as you possibly can. You're going to have to deal with a couple crocodiles. So you're going to want to make sure you take them out quickly because they do become a little bit annoying if you don't take them out. And just take out the guys with the horses and the little guys that are on foot, and you guys should be good to go. Now here we go. Here we got the croc coming our way. Take him out. We're going to go back and make sure we clear the dude that's on the horse and the guy that's back here. The good thing about this one, it's not like the other one where the ads are all over the place, because the other 2 that we had, the ads are pretty crazy. They go like really far off. This one, they're more centered in the vicinity, so they're not too scattered, which makes it really, really cool. So once again, guys, we're going to activate the water. We're going to cool this down, and we're going to try to take the other person out here as well. And I believe I should have like 4 more enemies after this, and we should be able to complete this really quickly there. As you see right there, we're going to go ahead and, wait for the guy on the other horse to come out. We kill this other sniper, and we have the dude on the horse. Take that dude out. And then I think it's just a matter right now of worrying about the chopper that's going to be coming in. And there should be like 2 more people on foot, if I remember correctly, to run. Pretty easy run though, guys. It took me, I believe I got this run done in less than 8 minutes. So it's actually a pretty fast run. Just running the parkour set, didn't have to change anything. So it's going to be pretty smooth for you guys. I actually like this one in the sense of how fast you're able to get it completed as opposed to the other ones, because the water spots are pretty close and not that far off, and there are a ton of water spots. Now, and then we just got to shoot down the chopper, and once we shoot down the chopper, we should be good to go. I did miss those first 2. With the second, the third one, I was like, yo, I am about to miss that one. There you guys go. You knock it down, and you're good to go and get it completed. I believe I did this in under 8 minutes. I just want to double check. So I believe we actually got this done in under, under like 9 minutes and under 10 minutes. So it's actually a pretty fast run. I could have probably shaved off like a minute there, but other than that, it was pretty easy. All right, so now let's show you guys exactly where you get the hidden key, where you get the hidden chest, and the death drop location.
Go work in a field. Do something useful.
They're hunting down all the jaguars.
Gracias a Dios. Our chickens will be safe.
Lola, your intel was solid. Rocco loves him some crocs and is totally beyond help. Now where the weapon is?
It's in the cooler, but I'm guessing only Rocco has access. Do what you gotta do, Danny. Just don't become pet food.
Don't worry. I think Rocco's kids like more expensive cuts of meat than me. Shit. Better be careful. Oye, I think I found Rocco. He's the only one here who looks stupid enough to build this place.
Dale, Danny. He's gotta have the key for the weapon cooler.
Yeah, this is going to get ugly.
It's win-win. One less thing out of the and Rocco gets buried with his croc.
Have you always been an optimist?
Got to be, and today is the hour.
Shit. Found it. Good news, Lola. Rocco's with his croc in Swamp Heaven. And I got what we came for.
Nice work, Danny. I'm on my way. Careful with the PG-240X. It's highly volatile.
Muchas gracias. I was trying to forget about that part.
Just keep it cool. Try to stay in the shade. Get it in water as much as you can, and you'll be fine.
You'll be fine, she says.
Ven pa' acá! I'm gonna find you! Dios!
Got to cool this off in that water. Water over there. Venga! This weapon's getting hot! Better cool this off in that water.